Hello everyone, welcome back to Goms Tech Talks channel. I'm Dr. Gomathi. In this video, we are going to see the difference between error and field error. Okay, so we have two types of error managing functions, that is error. This usually you might have used it, and field error. So what we are going to see is what is the difference, when and where to use it, and how to use this. Okay, so before we proceed, I'd like to tell you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and first subscribe and enable the bell icon. And also, if you want to join as a member, you can join it. So what is the difference? Subscribers will get access to all the video contents, but the members will access to the exclusive videos. And I'll be sharing some PDF books which are relevant to Business Central, almost all the technologies. And also I'll be sharing the documents and PDF whatever I'm discussing in the videos. Okay, so this is the one. And why should you subscribe to my channel? Just go to the channel and click on this playlist. Once if you click on this playlist, you can find almost all important playlist which is related to Business Central. So here you can see, so this is for functional consultant, and this is Business Central interview question shorts. And here you can see it's an interview questions for Business Central, mini project idea. And also I'm updating my Business Central playlist here, so you can see the complete tutorial for the Business Central playlist, which is nearly 118 videos, where you can see right from the basics towards the advanced. Okay, all the concepts are discussed. So these videos are available for the subscribers as well. If you want to join the exclusive community, you can also do that. Okay, so let us go back to the topic. So here you can see that you have two options. Okay, that is, this is also an error, it is showing an validation error, and also this is also showing a validation error. Okay, so both are the same errors, but what is the difference? Why should you use, when should you use what, and why should you use this? Okay, so watch till the end in order to understand the scenario, purpose of using these two methods, and when and where should you use it with an example. And wait till the end in order to learn more about it. So let us see the code first. I'm just opening the code here, that is the field functions, that is error. Field error is a function. Okay, the purpose of this function is to create an error message for a specific field and stop the implementation of the code. Okay, so what is this difference? This field error function will be used only for the field, that is a specific field, and that too you can use the table name or any variable which holds the complete table record. Okay, this field error cannot be used for any other individual fields. For example, what I'm trying to say is what, see, you have the unit price. Okay, you have already accessed the unit price, correct? So if I'm trying to access this field error function, for example, record dot unit price, okay, I'm just using this dot. So you cannot see the field error option here. Okay, and even if you want to use the unit price, that is any this particular field error for a specific field without the table name, you cannot access it. So you know, everyone knows that item is the table name. Okay, this item table name I have I have allocated to the item variable. So the field error function is only available for the tables. Okay, if you want to generate any errors for a specific field, you can use this. For example, I'm just showing another example. I'm creating a customer record. Okay, and now if you want to use the field error for the customer table, so cust dot, so you can see that you have all the field based methods are available here. So you can utilize this field error function for the field of the customer, of field of any tables, okay, which is used for the table level methods. Okay, so the field error function is used to create an error message for a specific field. Okay, so this is how you can use it. See, I have used item, I have assigned item record, complete item records, that is item table records, to item variable. where you can see that I have used this field error function inside this. Okay, so field error, when you want to indicate an error related to a specific field in the record or a form. So it is efficient in scenarios where you want to halt the execution of the code until the user corrects the error association with that specific field. Of course, error message is also the same thing, so I have also used the error message here. Okay, this is another variable which I have created as a local variable here. Okay, amount is a local variable which I have created for the specific table. I'm using an error method here. Okay, so the purpose of error function is used to display an error message and end the execution of AL code. So it provides a way to show a message to the user and terminate the program's execution. So both the error and field error will do the same thing, that is it holds the program execution and end the error, that is end the further execution of the code until you correct the error. But what is the difference? This error message is general, you can use it anywhere. Okay, you can use it anywhere, even in the table, even in the code, even in the code unit, anywhere inside the if you want to display the error function. Okay, so when you want to display a more general error message that may not be associated with any specific field, it is suitable for a situation where you want to communicate a critical issue to the user and terminate the execution of the code, then you can go ahead with an error message. Okay, so field error is more efficient when you want to provide immediate feedback on a specific field error and prevent further process. Even you can use the error for the specific field. Okay, specific field. So error is efficient for handling broader non-field specific errors that require terminating code execution. So let us consider a scenario where you have a form for entering product information. You want to ensure that the unit price field has a value greater than 10, and if not, you want to display an error message. So you will be using a field error if the unit price field is invalid. This will allow the user to correct the specific field before continuing. Where you will be using an error message if there is a critical issue preventing the entire initialization process of the form, such as a failure to load necessary data or something, you can use the error function. So field error for a specific field, and error is a broader and critical errors that may require halting the entire code execution. Okay, so this is what, so you can use this. So again, to give you a small thing, the granularity will be like field error granularity will be the field level based, so field based, whereas the error message will be broader. So you can use this error message anywhere, wherever you want, even while checking the condition, or somewhere if you want to just halt the execution, so anywhere. Okay, so field error should be used for validating any specific input data. Okay, that is validating any input data, whereas the that is a error is to handle a critical application error, you can use it. Okay, and efficiency, field error is efficient for a field specific, and yes, the error is used for the wide errors, that is the providing the wide range of errors. So this is what the basic difference between the field error and the error. So use it wisely so that it will be more efficient for you while developing the code. So we'll see you in the next video with a great and exciting topic. If you have any other topic to suggest, please let me know so that I can discuss that in the next video. So thank you, take care, and bye bye.